are continuing Legends Arceus. I believe this is part 6. I want to try to do a grind of the end today. But I can't make any promises. I think we're going to be opening up the icy area, which we will learn how to fly. And we had just gained a star level when we ended the last part. I'm not sure how I'm going to divide this up for YouTube videos, but right now we'll figure that out like it gets later on. I honestly forgot. I'll probably have to like remember the controls because I've been playing a lot of Scarlet, and I still even then forget how to like open up the map. And every time I go into the game, I always forget how to change like the uniform. Although I do need to get the DLC for that. I also like I'm tempted tomorrow, depending on what I have left after bills, to either buy the new Pokemon TCG box that comes out with, which is Chaos Rising. I'm like checking like every second I can, like on the Pokemon Center, on Best Buy, on Target, to see like if I can just buy a copy online, because I do not trust spending double the amount on Amazon for the same thing. So like, or GameStop. And I still have Mega Evolution, I think it is, the one back here. Or right there. Perfect Order. I forgot I moved it right there. It's just barely on screen. I have not opened it yet. Spent like $70 on it. Go on Amazon now, it's like 85. I'm glad I bought it when I did. I also want to get like the Chaos Rising one because it's I think you get a shiny, or not shiny, but a hollow Fennekin promo card with that. And Fennekin is probably my favorite starter from that gen. And that would be what? X and Y? Is that X and Y? No. Yeah. Yeah, that's X and Y, because that's when like Greninja and that. Oh, notebooks. Or the college plan. I don't. Oh no, I didn't plan out. Like if I did, because I had the rough idea of doing. Well, maybe this isn't when we learn to fly. But the I have a Google Docs figuring out like what Pokemon I could use if I did a water team on the other like generations besides Pearl or Shining Pearl. But I was also kind of like figuring out like if I would use like the other starters, so like fire and grass, based on like how many Pokemon of that typing are in that generation. And I'm challenging myself to do it with only dual types, because then, you know, you'd have a little bit of coverage, and there's not a lot dual type fires in, I think it was Sword. I don't know. But there's also one I was thinking about doing this yesterday. Well, not doing it yesterday, but thought of the idea yesterday when I was playing Pokemon Scarlet. Because a lot of the times I'll do like the mystery trades and get like starters from the other like, regions. I was thinking about doing a playthrough of just using starters on the team. I know that would not be a good idea. At the same time, like, I think that could be an interesting challenge. I still don't want to necessarily do that. I did decide, although I might change it, we'll see, on doing Pokemon Violet for my next Monotype playthrough. I want to get the DLC before I do that. I would also want to get the DLC for Scarlet before that, so then I can transfer region exclusives over if I want to use it, if I'm able to use it on the team, and you know, whatever. But excuse me. Or like for an example, let's say I do a water monotype challenge for Violet, but I want to have a Tatsugiri on the team, and Tatsugiri is pretty late, decently late like game. So like I could breed it on Scarlet and then just transfer the baby over to Violet and still be able to like use it before I would come across it, because by then maybe I would have my whole team and I don't want to switch people out. So thinking something like that, and I don't know, like I just kind of like thinking about that aspect of it. And I caught I think 1 or 2 Mimikyus on there, which that could be used in a Violet playthrough if I did Ghost, because it's a Ghost Fairy. Although I know Malkopiku is, that's not Fairy Dark. Is that Electric Dark? I don't know, but I like that one. And there was a outbreak in Scarlet of how much space do we have? Oh. I'm gonna buy a bunch more, some more spaces. I thought I did find. Yeah, there was an outbreak of Mimikyu in Scarlet, and I was like, oh, maybe I could find a shiny. I didn't find a shiny on there yesterday. I've only ever found, between Scarlet and Violet, between all 3 systems, and because I have the Switch, the OLED, and the Switch 2, which the Switch 2 is what we're doing on right now. Between all of those and how much playtime I have in Scarlet and Violet, I've only come across 2 shinies. Both in a Scarlet playthrough, and both have been Lechonks. So, like, one, I think was, I don't think it was on my original run of Scarlet for stream. Like, while I was streaming, but I know it was in that save. Yeah, I was trying to save, trying to get, like, to fill up the Pokédex, and I found a shiny. And I think I put it in the box right away. But in my current Scarlet one that I'm doing for myself, I've had that on the team, and it's doing good. I may have used a bunch of candies on it to level it up to make it even with the team. And because I think the team on there is pretty good. Because starter I chose on that run through of Scarlet was Fuecoco, so I have a Skeleturge. I have a Gardevoir, because I have to. One of my favorites. I have the shiny Oinkolourge. The shiny Lechonk Evolution. I have a Gumi. I'm trying to get to a Goodra. I have a Meowscarada because I got a Sprigatito through a trade, and it was low enough level and normal name. So it was like I'm adding it to the team. I don't have a Gyarados. My water one is the Sliggoo. I did have a Pawmont, but I switched it out for the Lechonk. For the Oinklage. I have like one other one. I forgot how many Pokemon that was because I lost track. But I have, wait, do I have a picture of my team on my phone? Like, nope, that's a stream. Yay, we can conduct things. I have a picture of when the Lechonk evolved into English. That's about it on the Scarlet playthrough. want to see. This is our Pokédex. There are 8 Pokemon we have not caught in Obsidian Fieldlands. Maybe we should go there and see if I can. Will it tell me? Cause so Pichu, Alakazam, which you need to trade. I kind of want to go for your track types. I'm gonna go back and see if I can catch Munchlax. And that is, those guys are either... So I'm gonna go back to the other area first, because I do want to try to get levels. Well, not levels, but like the stars. And keep that high. Oh, what do you... I know I didn't write any plans for the stream, so I'm just like, you try to grind it. I really could find him crunchy salts. I think I have a Mischievous. Do I? Oh, I guess I don't. Okay. Let's... Really? I have to go all the way over fish. Mega Meat stuff. Wait, can I buy a link cable? Maybe we're doing need like Maripons or something. Oh yeah, I need 1,000. Wait, no, I have one. Oh yeah, that's right, because I found it in the thing. So I have a, if I have a Kadabra. That Alakazam. I have like a little bit of coffee left from yesterday. Yeah, I did ice to it this morning and then used it for iced coffee. It's almost done. It's one of my favorite coffee cups. It's this cleverly disguised as a responsible adult. I got this at a craft. Like a winter crafts thing like a few years back, and it quickly became my one of my favorite, probably if not my favorite, like actual like portable, not portable, but like ones that I could like take to work. He appeared one day from who knows where. I think he's... I'm trying to remember from the history we got from Legend ZA if he was able to go back or not. Because ZA does mention this game, like in the museum, and has like the outfits and the Pokeballs and stuff. I'm trying to remember if he was... I think he was able to go back to his time. Which I don't think they... I don't remember if they actually said like what time he's from. Like if he's from our time or if he's from the future, like higher than, more than us future. Oh no, we get sneeze on the Wii. What did it say for Munchlax? Sorry, I'm like, oh, I get you Munchlax. Deer Track Heights. So it's in this area. So we're in a good area. I'm gonna do actually like yeah. And yeah. Do I have a salad? I don't remember. They're like off track about. Oh no, I guess. Well, you're a low level, so let me just see if this works. Yay. That's one. So that means there's... Wait, obsidian feelings. That's where we are now. So wait. It said... I don't know. Oh, maybe because it opened up the other one. Okay. So I want to try to like see if I can catch the Pokemon in this area, like the ones that we don't have before we go to like the next area. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Like, so Munchlax is Munchlax has to be like around here. Yeah, I feel like feeding it sometimes is one of the things. Yeah, let's go. I didn't realize I didn't have for my, I thought that was a Meditite. I didn't realize I didn't have a Stantler until today. Oh, you know what else I could try to do as a challenge? I don't know how well it would work. So do a challenge where I could only, well, I would probably do it for Violet, just because that's has the most I feel like that has the most accessible Pokemon in all current like games. Where I could do like only use Gen 1 Pokemon. Or something along that line. That could be interesting to try. I mean, even then, like, I could... Or, like, only... I was gonna say, only using pseudo-legendaries, that would make it way too easy. Although some, I think, like, some pseudo-legendaries... I mean, that's what, like, Slacking... Isn't that, like, Dragapult? Dragonite, along those lines. I feel like that could be a little too easy. Considering like how OP those Pokemon can be. I'm gonna just go around. Right? Yeah, let's just go around here. Oh! I just thought of something. I posted it on my Facebook before even like got to my computer. I got home and I posted on my personal Facebook that I finished 2 books today. I finished The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden and the first audiobook in the series, Filthy Rich Vampire. Originally, for that one specifically, I wasn't necessarily gonna go into the other books of that series. I think there's 4 of them. Like, I know the characters end up together, and I know that they find out Thea is actually like a siren. But with the way the first one ended, I was like, I felt so bad for Thea. Because her mom just landed back in the hospital. I think it was like some like cancer treatment or something. And the Vampire Council is, I think, threatening her. Well, she doesn't know they're threatening her, and I only am getting that from a summary from the second book. Telling Julian basically to leave her alone or they're go after her or something. And like the way that ended makes me want to like go to the next book like ASAP. But there's two other audiobooks, well, three technically audiobooks that I'm waiting on. Well, one I think actually I'm gonna see if I can even borrow it yet. One is the last book in the Crave series. I finally get to figure out, or the last main book. There's like 4 like side books or spin-off books, and then I'll be the one after that I want to listen to is Housemaid is Watching, and then there's The Aftermyth, also by Tracy Wolf. Tracy Wolf did the Crave series. And then after I'm done with the Crave series, I'll probably go back to Filthy Rich Vampire, which is definitely a cross, and I've said this before, a cross between True Blood and 50 Shades of Grey with. So it has like the, how to explain it, the vampire supernatural aspect from from True Blood, and then it has like the things from I don't think that it has the explicit tones of 50 Shades. Wait, I think I have to go. Damn it. Damn, man, really. I'm gonna try to catch this. It might be better to get it. No, I just want to try to catch this Gyarados. Dang you, Gyarados! I think he turns around here. Yes! Let's go! Sorry. I cut it here. So satisfying. Oh my gosh, that was so satisfying. I came here for a Munchlax and I caught a Gyarados. I have to go back down here to get the Munchlax because it's gotta be down here somewhere. Right. Munchlax are on deer track sites. Yep. For Obsidian Fearlands, deer track sites. Yeah, he should be. Over here. Down here. stacks? Should. Here, here. Okay. This sounds so great. Yay. So I saw this leak. I don't know if it'll be true or not, because, you know, it's not confirmed. They're thinking about doing winds and waves with like battle mechanics similar to this and Legend ZA. And I don't. And somebody's commented saying that it should, for like the mainline games, stay like the normal like turn-based, like how it was in like Scarvy and like all the other Pokemon games. And at the same time, and then you know, like keep like this aspect like to the Legends games. At the same time, I feel like maybe they could do a mix of both somehow. And I don't know, 'cause I like both aspects. I don't know how they could combine the two. I do like being able to go around crafting your own stuff, like this one. At the same time, like I also like how it was in VA, where you could go and just like buy your stuff. I do like seeing Pokemon in the overworld. I don't want that to change. And hopefully they keep the shiny noise in there, because that makes shiny hunting like a lot. There's so much stacks. A lot easier. Just catch it because it looks interesting. There we go. And I feel like the alphas in Pokemon could stay to ZA games. With the other Pokemon, like, I don't know. I'm just going back to see who. Wait, where did it say it was? I'm trying to like see if I can clear up all the Pokemon. Wow, what kid? I forgot that we caught a shiny, or not shiny, but an Alpha Piplup. So we will have a Alpha Empoleon. Question, do I have... Okay, good. Okay, well, I guess I'm catching you. I think I just want to like I mean, I could also save it for like post game stuff, but I do want to do something before it's not the main storyline right away. Gotta get the star level up where I can. I forgot what level this bad boy would be at. You don't see me. I want to see if I can catch it. Or I try to battle it. Level 4. There we go. Okay. One shot the alpha. Can I get up here? Oh yeah, I can. This. There we go. 19 remaining lives. We have 15. I know, it's just gonna go to the next area, so I'm not here all day. We'll come back at some point. Okay. Yeah, so I got 15. Oh yeah, mostly sailors. And I got the Gyarados! Honestly, I'm surprised we were able to catch that Gyarados. I want to return to the village and then go to the new area. And we have to get the storyline going. Oh, this is a snowy area. The snowy area is where we learn to fly. Or is it where we learn to climb? I think this is where we learn to climb. Under the Coronet Highlands. Rock and ground type. Good thing we're prepared. The Great Rift space-time is the peak of Coronets. Only exert some sort of influence through the area. Fascinating stuff. Okay, before we go up there, let's kind of loot the place a bit. Maybe somewhere. Said you have a Pokemon, but who could? Oh, it's a Clefairy or Clefable. It's a Probopass, right? Because Nosepass doesn't have the mustache, Probopass does. Probopass is it? Yeah, that's a Gen 4. I don't think we have that as a... Wait a... Run! And defeat it. Are we OP for this area? Because 45 and that Pokemon's level 26. So the alpha's probably going to be around like 50. I would guess. I'm not gonna finish my coffee. I got soda. And if I manage to finish the soda, I put my water bottle in the back there. I feel like if I put it in the back, I am more likely to drink the water after I finish whatever I'm drinking, instead of just going into the living room and be like, I don't want to walk that far when it's literally like 3 feet away. I mean, it's about the same bit less distance that way. Still. Wait, can you get Sprigatito? Like, can you? I mean, I know. Wait, hold on. Wait, is Sprigatito in ZA with the DLC? I don't think it is. Is. Oh, I don't. No, it does not have the like the Gen 9 starters. Because then I just imagining like Sprigatito or Meowscarada just standing like next to you. Well, maybe if they add in more I don't know if they'll add in more DLC, but like. Not that one. They could do a Legends game, like, I don't know if they'll do it for Galar. Legends Galar. Adding more Gen 9 Pokemon in there, like Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxly, and have them somehow in there. Because you can get, I think, all the starters up from that point in ZA. And that'd be kind of cool to play around with. Oh wait, I think I can make Ultra Balls now. I just thought about that. I'm gonna go back up here and see if I can craft some Ultra Balls. Cool. I have not. How many did I? I'm gonna rest a little bit so I don't have to use my items. I've already. What type is Mega? I like that animation. used to when that item thing is open or there to attack. Yeah, I'm not interested in either, so wait till maybe you're shiny. Oh wait, did I hear shiny? No, there's our Pokemon. I gotta see. Is there? So we have a Yanmega who's Alpha, Prinplup Alpha, Luxurious Alpha. I hate to say it, but if I find an Alpha Growlithe, which I don't think I can, he's replacing the starter. Because then I see if I can get all Alphas on the team. Oh, I have Pokemon that can withstand electricity. Oh, fine. Galaxies. Oh, yeah. You're gonna battle me? Great. Sure. No. My frenzy of Renumbles with more than a mark of almighty. I don't know why I'm not reading this out loud. I'm just like boom, 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 boom. Maybe dare I say the reason I got this. I think it did do a lot of talking at work, so I'm like trying not to talk too loud and stuff. So I might just like go like this and talk like quieter voice. Wow, you're so mean. What's up? Isn't there someone that had like took down torches or something? And we end up, or he ends up putting, yeah. You can see, and I think I pointed out the last time, like the graphics of this game, like where you could like kind of see like the Pokeball in the water in the last part. Here, like you can see like the outlines of the characters, like around Ingo's legs, like our arms. You can see the white line, like someone just like edited it out. Yeah, and that part really bugs me about this game. Normally, like I like this game. It's just, you know, when it's such a glaring thing. For what, 20? I think it came out. No, yeah, it came out what, 2022. Was it? Yeah, because it came out. Oh, I was not paying attention. Oh. Oh, I was gonna catch him. I'll come back. Oh yeah, so the more I play Scarlet again, like the more I like how open it is. I played a little bit this morning. I beat the. Well, I was doing the gyms like way out of order. I did the third gym first. Then I think I did the first gym. And then I did. I don't know. Like I did it all, or I did most of like the Titan stuff first, and then I just kind of like did by the area of like what gyms and like Team Star bases are there, and then just kind of like went around that way. I do have a list of like how it is supposed to be fought in order, or recommended in order. So then when I go in to play it with the monotype challenges, I have like the idea of how to, like, what's recommended. Even then, like, I'm not sure if I'll do them in that order. This way, you know, we'll have some sort of idea. I want to see if there's something back there. We're much trying to think what it evolves into. Is it artillery? No, Mermaid's artillery. Wish cash? Yeah, come here. So look versus all. We will have to like redo, not redo, but like replenish. Yeah, I don't trust the book part of us, but we are an alpha. And we have super effective moves. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. I might just defeat it just because I can. This situation might just be Death Fodder so we can get Luxray back up. Actually, I'm just gonna sit out Luxray now. I'm fine with that. And just heal everybody up. So we're pushing. I'm trying to catch that wish cash though. Oh no, electric ones won't do anything. Just bite. I do have my hair down today. It's just, well, technically down, but it's in a ponytail right now. I didn't feel like leaving it down. You get to set up another base up here somewhere. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to like grind the rest of this out tonight. I mean, we're only an hour in, so or roughly an hour in, so it's still possible. I also got distracted for the first half an hour trying to like fill out the Pokédex. I might also like save that for like parts that don't go up on YouTube. And just leave it for like Twitch only stuff. I don't know. Wait, I have a hair class. We're about to find out. It's a... I want to say it's a female hair cross because of the horn. I don't see much. That's essentially hazard. Wait, can you in like Scarlet and Violet have a Pokemon hold a TM? Put it into Pokemon Home. Then move that to like Violet and still get that TM. Or is it just no held items? Alright, because I haven't really tried to play around with it in that way. Because I've put Pokemon into Pokemon Home, I just don't think I've tried taking them out. Am I playing around with that? The more we do like the monotype challenges. And I also have to I might do it tonight, watch Coco or Encanto while I play Scarlet. Because it's like by the time this goes up on YouTube, I will have already watched them. But the assistant manager at my job and one of my other like co-managers, like since I'm a manager, one of the other managers and the assistant were like surprised that I never watched Coco or Encanto or Moana, which I did watch Moana on Monday and went to work on Tuesday, like, hey, I watched Moana. And then the assistant started quizzing me on Moana. So they essentially gave me homework to watch those movies, Moana, Encanto, and Coco. And so, but it's not really. They didn't really give me a date. Like, okay, watch them by this time. I kind of like gave myself the deadline of Sunday because, and recording this is Thursday, because I work with that same crew on Sunday, and this way they can't get on me about like watching those movies, not having watched those movies. Well, for me, I thought that was a Lucario, and I was gonna freak out like, yay. But then I was like, oh well, if I'm making a list of movies for, or if they're giving me movies to watch, then I should make a list of movies for them to watch. I just don't know which, if I did that, like which movies. Because there's a lot of movies that I have seen that they have seen. And, like, I don't know, like, if I want to, like, if they've ever watched Spaceballs and make them watch Spaceballs. Considering the second one is coming out in 2027. Which I'm really excited for. And I don't know. It's a giant moth. And I don't know. Oh, I guess I'm picking it up. And I just wanna. He's still a young. I don't know, like, I want to give them, like, movies, if I did make the list, have it movies that they would probably enjoy. Like, I feel like they would enjoy Spaceballs. Just because of the comedy in it. And, I don't know, it's just one of my favorite older movies. Yeah, so, I feel like I might also like the new one when it comes out. Just because Spaceballs. No, I like most, like, not all of Mel Brooks movies I've seen. I think I've liked all Mel Brooks movies that I have seen. I've seen Spaceballs, Dracula Dead and Loving It, which I had watched because a friend at the time recommended, like, watched that movie. Robin Hood Men in Tights, I think Mel Brooks did that one. That one is just so stupid, but it's so good. Like, I love that movie. That one I think was one of my mom's favorites. I think Spaceballs was like one of my. Huh? It was one of my dad's favorites. And like every Father's Day or like his birthday, depending on like work and whatnot, I try to watch that movie, Spaceballs, and I'll watch it like at least twice a year. Robin Hood Men in Tights, I honestly have not watched in like a few years or so. It is. There is. Oh, trying to think of like one of the parts in there that I liked. The Sheriff of Rottingham was on a horse and said something about you don't want to get me pissed off or something. And then somehow he ends up hanging underneath the horse. So he's like, or like upside down on the horse. So his head's like near the ground. He's like, like wrong way on the horse. One of the other people said if I was close, that close to a horse's, like, however, whatever word he used, I forgot. He said I'd be worried about getting pissed on. And then I think they like make the horse run away, and then the sheriff is still on the horse, and that part's actually pretty funny. And then when like during one part, it's like Robin Hood's like, unlike other Robin Hoods, I speak with a British accent. And there's a part where in the movie his character like loses. He's like, wait, I'm not supposed to lose. Like, looks like in the script of the movie while filming the movie to see like, was he actually supposed to lose? And that's pretty funny. Can I throw stuff away? And like all that. Okay, I'm gonna fly back here, deposit all the stuff. Oh no, I kind of want to watch Robin Hood Men in Tights, but like I said, like I don't know it honestly if I. Well, I know it's been years since I watched it. I just don't remember if I have it digitally. Can I buy Ultra Balls? I cannot make them because I don't have any fire chips. And Spaceballs, I know I have digitally, and I believe I have it on DVD. Those torches. Okay, get up here. Almost. I might have to climb to get up there, and I don't have to climb in yet. That's not just there, plus. I feel like they would have watched. Well, I know one of them said that she has watched Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I don't know if she's watched the other ones. But I know like they've watched Avengers movies. I don't remember the other ones, like, and I do want to make sure it's something like they would enjoy. And I know like even before they gave me like the homework of watching Moana and Encanto and Coco, that I would have enjoyed it because like I liked the idea of Encanto before I watched it with all the powers aspect, the supernatural thing, and dude. Like I want to like try to also like if I tell them to or ask suggest movies to them, make sure they're on streaming services. I don't know. I did mention something to them about wanting to rewatch The Hunger Games because the new one comes out in November, and I've been through all of, including the book for the new one. I've been through all of the books, and I wanted to rewatch the movies because I went through the books and I wanted to see if I could pick up on what was changed. Even though when I was going through the books, I was picking out like what has changed that way. I don't know if they would like those though. And I don't want to go like too much older movies since I think a lot of those are not on streaming services. Ooh, that should just give me I know it's not on a streaming service. It is an older movie, but I think it's pretty good. I've only seen it once because Netflix or HBO Max said it was like leaving soon. I was like, oh, I heard about this movie and it was good, so like I want to watch it before it leaves. And it's called Death Becomes Her. I want to say it was from the 80s. 92. Okay, so I was wrong. 1992. Where to watch? It's not on any of the streaming services. I mean, like Prime, but you'd have to pay to watch it. But it is good. It's like the plot: a fading actress and her rival discover a potion for eternal youth, but their bodies begin to decay in horrifying ways, forcing them to coexist in a state of perpetual grotesque life while fighting over the same man. It was pretty good. It says it was a film, was a pioneer in using computer or CGI for realistic skin, and it won an Academy Award for best visual effects. Did not know that part. It's PG-13. I think it's good. Only watched it once, so like I want to rewatch it, and I might like recommend that, but I don't want to recommend like old movies, you know. And I don't want to recommend like Power Rangers, even though because that's obvious that like specific to me. I feel like. Oh. If I am right, when we go into here, we'll find like Bronzong and those which are steel types, which we should have you up. Yep, there you go. I might suggest, I don't know, I feel like I should suggest Detective Pikachu. Because even like non-Pokemon fans, I feel like have watched that movie because of Ryan Reynolds. I've seen it in the movie theater. I've seen it at least 2 or 3 times since then. Also, I do kind of want the 2017 movie of Power Rangers. It was like the reboot. Because I was going to, because she was quizzing me on Moana, so I was gonna quiz her on that. And there's a scene specific that I love, and it's very funny, where Zordon is asking the Rangers, have they ever morphed before? And Zack's like, yes, once, but only in the shower. And that's pretty sure that's not what Zack meant, but like you get the humor on that, and like I want to see like if they watch it and like see if they caught that joke. No, I don't think they would ever like watch that movie. It would be kind of funny. I don't know. What also be open to suggestions of like what movies I should make my coworkers watch. I feel like it should also be maybe something on Disney Plus because they obviously watch Disney Plus. Ooh, the old Disney movie. I don't know if they would like it though, because it was a good at the time, and then you watch it back, like now, and it's the plot of the movie is still good. It's just different. The effect, oh, even the effects are actually not that bad for the time. It was Don't Look Under the Bed. It's like one of the older Disney movies. I want to say somewhere between like early the mid 90s. And it's about this girl who had grown up and like grew up too fast and then gave up her imaginary friend because her brother was sick. And I guess her brother is giving up his imaginary friend. And the girl, the main character girl, her imaginary friend had turned into the boogeyman. Because when a kid grows up too fast, their imaginary friend turns into the boogeyman. And it's a good movie. They're kind of weird. Like, I don't know. If they would. Watch it or not. I'm pretty sure they like probably seen Lemonade Mouth because that would be another good one. I like Lemonade Mouth. Or Geek Charming. Like the live action Disney ones. I don't know if there's like any animated Disney ones that they might not have seen. Let's see again. I guess that'll work. If I hide behind here, you think you won't see me? Yay. Okay. Okay. I like this whole like, I think I talked about it the first time I played the Arceus on stream, and the last like couple times I've played it. Where when this game first came out, it came out like the day after, like, or it came out around my birthday that year. It's either the day after or the day before. So I bought it for myself as a birthday gift, and I got to like 3 stars and essentially gave up because I could not figure out on the life of me how to get the Dusclops. So I was like, this is too hard, I'm giving up. Cut to, well, like 2 years later when I played on stream and played it twice. I had 2 games going for it. One was the stream save and the other was my personal save. And then I essentially like beat it like within like 2 weeks on one save. And I did like, I ended up like really liking it to the point where I didn't do the stream save for like 2-3 weeks because I felt burnt out with how fast I did it for myself. But I still liked the game. Like, I wanted, I was doing two play games this time around, but I haven't really touched the other one because I've been playing Scarlet. And this one is... I like the idea of like where I can like go around, like free roam, and like more like battle aspect of like the game. And it's... I mean, I do also like how, you know, it is with the other Pokemon games. I feel like when I'm playing Scarlet, part of me is like, oh, I want to throw the Pokeball at it, but I can't because it's not a Legends game. No, honestly, like, if they did keep like that in here, or like that aspect, where you can just like throw the Pokeballs without having to be in a battle, I would probably, if that was for not Legends Galar, but Winds and Waves, I would love that. Legends Galar would be actually pretty cool too. Your friend is over there. Oh, okay. Mika likes to move on me. Yeah, stand by. They're sending me an email for the sale. Oh, those candles are buy one get one free for a limited time, dude. And I have been very tempted. I'm not lying. Like going to Target tomorrow. Like to the point where like I would wait in line if I had to just to get the new box. Pokemon ETB. At the same time, like I want to see what I have left from bills. I want to be responsible. I need a new weed whacker. Like, well, no, I might just like skip the weed whacker. There's this whole like more push, like battery. It's essentially like a lawnmower that's battery powered, but it's also... Yeah, I need to save for... Well, this for later. Do I have it in my save later? Oh, currently unavailable. Yeah, of course it is. The one I like. It was essentially a lawnmower, battery powered, that can also act like as a weed whacker and things. That was like $129. There's one for like... Wait, there's one even cheaper than that. I mean, it has almost all the same stuff. Because when my weed whacker last year, like the cover over like the wire part broke, and then I ran out of wire, so I'm like, I'm just gonna get a new weed whacker because I had that one at that point for like 2 years. Last year, I have a picture of it. I was going to weed whack, and then I lost my grip on the weed whacker, and the line of it got caught on, or not caught, but got on my leg, so I had like a decent scar on there for a while. It was painful, pretty much, but it was also I don't know, it's just not fun. I did cut my grass twice already this year. You can tell where my lawnmower couldn't get to since I don't have a weed whacker. Or not necessarily where it couldn't get to. Just where it... Some of the things I couldn't get because they were just... Really? This is the thing I don't like, only like one of besides the graphics. One of the things I don't like about ZA or Arceus 3v1. When I just had the chair, I'm like, they should. If you're gonna be battling against a Pokemon, it should be like 1v1. It's not too fucking. Stupid. That's okay, I'll switch to, yeah. Although the Ponytail shiny is better than Rapidash, because Rapidash looks purple, while Ponytail was blue. I'll leave it out. I was gonna catch it, but right? Yeah, it's right here. Let's go over here. Yeah, I don't care. I want to go over here. Fine, we can talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I want to go that way. And you're like, no. This is where we get Sneasler, right? We can climb. Hidden moves. There are no such thing as Sui, surely. Felt like I was on the cusp of remembering something just now. So who was I before I came to Hisui? Who were we? Came from another world altogether, most likely. Perhaps a Pokemon always do judgment. Sure. Give me money. All poorer than the truck. Prepare for each other. Maybe he's the way he's I know it's his warden, but the way he's dressed for some reason just made me think about the captain of SSN in the Kanto region. Oh, my stomach is big. Don't. I know it's the coffee. Because sometimes when I drink coffee, my stomach's like, hey, don't. I don't. Maybe it's just the all the stuff I put in it. And the fact that it's a day old. I like it when it's like this. I do like one of the things I do like about this versus like ZA is that if I need to, I can play it one-handed. At least like this part, the battle part of it. Rounder. You do have to take one. Okay, we got him really good. I'm gonna send him rapid heal friend pop, so hopefully it gets through everything. I'm just gonna do this again. I know Friend Flip was just out and just died. But I'm doing this. I like that you are able to see like who's gonna move next. Oh, just Decidueye. I was about to say he had old Gen 1 Pokemon, but Gliscor is Gen 3. I don't know. I want to play the new Pokemon Snap. Same time, like that gets to a point where it's like really grindy. And I've tried to play that on stream, to do it for stream, but never finished it. So I don't know if we should do like a... Maybe like when I want to play a Pokemon game, but not just something Pokemon, we could do that. At the same time, we also need to do Mystery Dungeon. Like, maybe do like a side Pokemon game and like a main Pokemon game at the same time. Like, this is technically like a side Pokemon game. While Diamond's like a main line game, or Pearl. I don't know. It also depends on how long it takes to do this, because I might bring back Sims. Just because I kind of want to play that. I don't know if I want to start with a new sim. Or like, how exactly I want to do that. There's options. Oh. And I do want to like lean more towards Pokemon. Or just in general like simulation games. But pretty much anything. Which we also still need to finish Resident Evil. Because I was going to do that yesterday. And then ended up playing Red Coin for 3 hours. Not talking about it makes me want to play it, and that's a problem. Because I want to play it. That'll easily take another 3 hours. Climbing to a sneeze bar, woo! Okay. I'm gonna go maybe just heal my Pokemon. Lonely Spring. Rest. Let's do a while. Because that should heal everybody. Okay. Alright. I have to climb mountain tops. Well, let's go over here first, get some... I do like in Pokemon where you can go like this now, like actually go around and not just see your character from like this angle. Do like... Honestly, this is probably better here. Get out of your eye line. Now that I know there's an alpha over there, just a little bit more careful. Okay. Yeah, we got an alpha! Burn Blood can evolve. Now we'll have the poison resistance with the steel typing. You know, I would like a regional version, form of all of the starters. Did you run Steel Wing? Okay, so this is all of our moves right now. I don't know, Steel Wing is a TM. Liquidation is you are special attacker. You have two specials, a heal and a physical. Two specials are both stab. This is physical, and you're a special. You're just like hiding in the back there. Damn it. Oh, because we're a Pokemon. You're poison type, so you would have resistance. You're also grunt. Right? Gen 2. Damn, look at how big that is. That's good. There's an alpha down there. I'm just gonna maybe go this way. Dragon something. It's a I know it says Scarlet exclusive. I just don't remember if that is in both Diamond and Pearl, or if it's one or the other. Can I please tell me I can make more, not you, more Ultra Balls, not Ami. And pretty sure I was playing, yeah, I was playing Scarlet, and I think I found Sudowoodos. Seeing them right here. Gives me flashbacks. I think you can get a Sui and Voltorb in this area. I need more acorns. There's dog, yeah? And there's... Wait, can I get both of them in here? Because I told... Honestly, I forgot. I do not remember if I've caught you or not, but Azero was. Okay, okay. Do need. Huh. Let me see. Can I craft it? It's a shiny box. I want the shiny box. I'm gonna go leaf. I'm gonna run. See who. See. Sure, Buzz. What are they doing? Oh, Electivire. Did I die from falling? I forgot that can happen. Damn it. Oh, so I have that. Do one of those. Do some shopping. Let's multi-select. Keep that. Anything in here that I'm not gonna use the rare candy. Really? Okay, my stomach's saying not to stream all night. But my brain is telling me don't listen to it. These are coming in handy. Let's try this again. I don't want to climb the trees, user. Did I say to climb stinking tree? No. Should have get to that again. that little butcher. Need to stay away from that. Search it on the one at the alpha. Yes. Okay. Boys. I had this dream last night. It was like very. I feel like it was very vivid. Well, maybe not very vivid, but it was vivid enough. So, well, it needs a little bit of a backstory. When I bought the Perfect Order ETB, I bought it like out of a whim. So it was like, I really want a new ETB. Still haven't opened it, so I want to save it for stream. And I was like, I see it, I want to get it, so I bought it. Probably shouldn't have because I need to save money. And I still haven't gotten the... Don't know what the cards are worth that I sent to PSA. So... I... went through... Well, in the dream, I... had pre-ordered 2 boxes of Chaos Rising. It was like 109. I think the dream was like I paid like 119 something for it, and I was like kind of like freaking out because I was like, I shouldn't spend the money. I shouldn't spend the money like in the dream, and like I couldn't go back to sleep because I convinced myself I had bought pre-ordered 2 boxes. It's like, oh, it's not a good idea, and I kept checking the time, like, and even in the dream, like checking the time to be like, oh, can I pre-order this yet? Like, I have problems. Thunderbolt. Okay. If it only ever does 50 damage, then I can survive it. 3 more hits. Again, that only does 50. Can you tell the wild Pokemon that is not allowed? Because I told it no. I'm gonna switch Pokemon. Somebody that's super effective. You... Probably a bad idea because you are part water, but you are part steel. This is worth to that. That's it. Point. But you're also part steel. Shouldn't have done that much. You like one-shot him. Heal. Okay, I want to go in, well, maybe not even go into my other save for this, but maybe like go back in the VODs for our first playthrough and see what our team ended up being. and compare it to this team and see like where everything's at. There. Save. You can make me do it now. Welcome to Moonblue Area, the seat of Lord Electrode. I know you're not supportive of reaching this place. Maybe contradictory if you like Galaxy Girl. It's just embracing the complexity of both ourselves. You know what I just realized? Right now, because we're playing two different Pokemon games on stream. We're playing Arceus, which is set in ancient Sinnoh. And we're playing Shining Pearl, which is more modern day Sinnoh. So we're playing two like Sinnoh based Pokemon games at the same time. Ooh, that gives me an idea. Because I don't think Legends Galar supports. What was that freaking fair? Oh my gosh. Oh, nice filter. So it does not have a confirmed release. Galar. I know this came out the same year as Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. So this came out like what, 2022? Because it's been like 4 or 5 years since we've had like a mainline Pokemon game. So if they did something like that for Winds and Waves, like have Winds and Waves come out the same year as... Oh no, I don't think they'll have Legends Galar come out next year, considering we just had a Legends ZA release a few months ago. So I'm guessing maybe a 2028 release for Legends Galar. I'm probably not going to wait 2 years to replay the Galar region on stream. Thinking about that. Oh, you have the resistance to play it. Like maybe if I did a new stick of... I don't know if I'd want to do a mono-type challenge for Legends ZA. Might just do like maybe like a normal playthrough of it, because I've been doing like a normal... Well, right now it's a normal playthrough of Arceus, and then the mono-type challenge for Pearl. But this is also like a side thing, so like if we went to Violet for the next mono-type challenge, I could maybe do like Pokemon Snap or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, or like one of the because I think those are the only other two side Pokemon games for the Switch. And besides like Champions and Unite, or like ones that have like a storyline to them. I kind of want to do Mystery Dungeon, not gonna lie, because I never finished the Switch version of it, even though that is just a remake of like the first Mystery Dungeon, which I also have. And I would like them to make a Pokemon Ranger game for the Switch, because you're supposed to like you use the bottom screen of the DS to circle Pokemon to like capture them and temporarily use them for like your team, and you could use like the Switch controllers and just like go like this, you know, like you can do in Mario Kart or Mario Party, just like go like that, like around the Pokemon or like that. I think that could be something they could do. I would buy it. I mean, I know it's kind of like a not a popular Pokemon game, and it's not like a main or a side one, but Pokemon Conquest. I have the actual game for that. I'm pretty sure I have the ROM for it on my computer. I really liked that one. I beat it in like oh wait. I have a story about that game. Pokemon Conquest, when my town had a family video, I had rented the game for my DS. And because I was like, oh, Pokemon, I haven't tried it. This one. Played it. And they had the option to where you could buy the games you rent. And they would take off like the price of like the rental, like for whatever period. But that specific game didn't have that option. So I rented it for like another week because I think they have like 1, 3, or like 7-day rentals for video games and movies, except for like new releases. And for at least for the movies were like 1 day for new release because of popularity. But they didn't have the rent to buy or whatever option for Pokemon Conquest. So I extended the thing for another week, beat the game, found the game on eBay, bought it on eBay. It was sold in my state, but shipped to the other end, went all the way to Washington. Came back, so it took over a week. Even though it was sent from like a few towns over. Like if I drove or it could have been like, hey, can I just go and pick it up and got it that much quicker? But then because I wanted that like for buying that stuff for my birthday present that year. I think it came like a day after my birthday or something. So like around that time. And then I spent a while just playing that game. And it was so fun. I really want to play it again. It's like very strategic. And it reminds me of what's it called? On the PSP. And they also have it on other systems. Puzzle Quest, Challenge of the Warlords. Where that one's more like, oh, now I want to play that. Wait, does the Switch have that game? I actually prefer to play it on PSP. Oh, wait. I have to see if I have it. Over here, I think I do. PSP is actually and okay. And this pillowcase. Well, it's not like this is actually my second PSP. I have no idea where my first one went. Dude, if this is freaking in here. Okay, all the games are in here. Yeah, it's right up there. Pokemon Puzzle League. Or Pokemon Puzzle League. Puzzle Quest Challenge of the Warlords. Do I have any games in the PSP right now? Here, this is a total like sidetrack from the actual. I don't have any games in it, but like this was the PSP, alright? Portable PlayStation. I honestly love this system. Like it's probably my second favorite PlayStation. See, I have Puzzle Quest, Challenge of the Warlord, Challenge of the Warlords, Rock Band, Unplugged, Namco Museum, which I also have a 64 version of that. Thrillville Off the Rails, which is probably one of my favorite games for that. I also have that on. I think I have that on Steam or on PlayStation, one of the two. And I have to have Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force, Sims 2, because you gotta have Sims 2, Sims 2 Castaway, and Sims 2 Pets. And I have them all in this little like bag, which that's probably enough. Which I want to play that so bad. Man, why did I have to bring that up? What's another thing I could like display once I have the shelf back here? I could display that my old Nintendo system handhelds. Okay. I have to adjust. Now that I have the rug underneath my desk, I like having my feet on the rug. And not on my feet. On my having my feet on my feet. I like having the feet on the rug now more than having them on the feet of the chair. Because the rug is so soft. It's not like super, super soft. It's just softer than my carpet. And then having that softness underneath my feet and then covered up with a blanket. So comfortable. Okay. So I am going to heal. Honestly, I'm a little worried about doing electrode. This electrode would be grass electric, right? So our team, we have ghost, fire, psychic, fairy, electric, fire, water, steel, bug, flying. So bug, flying, electric, or bug, flying, and water probably won't be the greatest against it. I'm gonna move Rapidash. Keep like maybe thinking about Decidueye and Rapidash for that. See how that goes. I'm ready. Need no more pluck. Deal. Pluck. Your sense. When you're battle electro, you beat that in time. Let's do this. If I die, I blame one specific friend that may or may not be watching the stream. I know they wanted to keep their stream streak up, but I don't know how long they're watching. You don't have to watch the whole stream to keep your streak up. Which reminds me, I need to go watch part of somebody's stream thing today to keep up my streak. Lord of the Hollow. Let's go. I don't know. I forgot like what he actually does. Oh, those seconds. Hey, not good. Hey, not fair. We legit just have to dodge. Your perk grass. Yeah, this version is grass electric. Too bad we can't catch. Oh no, you're paralyzed. Don't do that. We're gonna hit this ear slash. Come on. Oh, paralyzation. Okay. Instead of just keeping my eye on the Electro, I'm just looking where I'm going. So I don't go into any boom boom boys. Essentially just go in a circle. Okay. Honestly, I don't think I've used Roost as much as I have in this game. One more thunder I can do. Alright, here's anything to help PP. Wait, do I have? Oh, because I was gonna say you would be good. Do you have? So I'm gonna move. And then I can use air slash. There you go.
I think about maybe Yanmega would not be a good idea. Since it's also for flying.
I think one of my neighbors is cutting grass.
Will we be able to see the crew? Just because you need phone wall. Oh no! Right. now.
Thank you. Oh, we also have stab. Because we're part fire type, or we are fire type, and flame wheel is fire. Ooh. We have a stab bonus from using flame wheel. Yeah, sucks. Just in time.
I don't know why this is so stressful. If you get like paralyzed and you can't move, I'm gonna be upset.
I honestly thought we were gonna die at least once on that. Let's go! Woo. And it's totally not my friend's fault who may or may not be watching this right now. One more noble Pokemon down and we can climb the wall. I want to say that's a successful day. I like our glasses on here, but how are they staying on our face? You don't see like the back piece. It's like, how are they on our face? Are they just like glued to our nose? Do they even have glue during this time period? Probably. They're like sewn on our face or something. Right, on schedule. After I did all the hard work. Did you bother coming back, fool? Really? You recalled something? Most people that caught Pokemon live with them, form supportive partnerships with them. They're Pokemon trainers. You're truly devoted to their craft. Unlike Sir Ash and you, it took you 20 years to become champion. You must look towards the next challenge and hit battles every chance they got. When people work together, we can function. Sure was. Never saw a world could exist. You realize something clever. Yeah. I mean, I don't think trainers necessarily need to be strong, just need to be strategic and friendly. Friendly with your Pokemon and strategic moves and typings and all that stuff. And that's why my monotype challenges, all the Pokemon are dual types. Even though I have like a resistance to poison, I have a resistance to a lot of stuff. I don't have a dragon. I have resistance against dragon. I have resistance to poison, electric. despite being a water team. There's a Gastrodon. Or to the wait, how many unreported?
We have 55 unreported.
Okay, we're gonna go. That's not a camp. We're gonna go to the camp, store whatever we need to heal. Okay, I want to heal because I don't remember if my Pokemon are dead or not. No. No Pokemon are... One Pokemon, I think I said. It's fine. I want to see... Got 22 Pokemon. 2 alphas. Holy moly, we awesome. It's 17k. Okay. New observations. Okay. I do want to get the next star before we do the next area, though. So... I know we're gonna unlock the next area, I just don't want to explore it until we have the next star. And I'm gonna save it and switch names. Because why not? Alright. That's the end of today's Arceus section. So, hey.